Hi, I'm Craig Stevenson, Technical Consultant with Elanco, and today I'm going to show you how to administer MultiBoost with B12 injection. MultiBoost with B12 is a 5-in-1 mineral and vitamin B12 booster. Cattle require a range of trace minerals to support the various metabolic functions needed for optimal health, fertility and performance. However, subclinical deficiencies can occur at any time if feed intake is limited or if these micronutrients are not in an available form. Cattle are particularly at risk of subclinical deficiencies during periods of high energy demand, such as in young growing cattle or during mating and calving. The availability of trace minerals can also decline at certain times of the year, such as when livestock are grazing lush, rapidly growing pastures, or during prolonged wet conditions or stressful periods, such as weaning, when feed intake can be reduced. MultiBoost with B12 provides readily available sources of copper, manganese, selenium and zinc for prolonged antioxidant activities to support immune function and fertility of beef and dairy cattle. It also contains vitamin B12 to support metabolic function during periods of high energy demand. Before you start, it's important to read and follow the label directions, including the safety directions. MultiBoost with B12 is administered as a low volume injection with the dose rate dependent on the age and live weight of the animal. Always weigh your cattle, as it's important that cattle are dosed accurately according to their individual body weights. It's best administered using an Elanco 7mm injector fitted with a 16 gauge needle less than 15mm in length. Make sure the needles are clean and nice and sharp and replace them as needed. It is good practice to sterilise the injector and needles before use by boiling. Maintain cleanliness and avoid administration during wet or dusty conditions. Remember to check the accuracy of the injector before and during treatment. Okay, we're good to go. Secure the animal safely in a head bale. MultiBoost with B12 should be administered as a subcutaneous injection under the skin, high on the neck, behind the ear. Ensure this area is clean before administration. Make sure you don't administer as an intramuscular injection, as carcass damage may result. Also, take care to avoid self-injection. Do not administer to animals that are dehydrated, exhausted or unwell. Allow cattle access to water after treatment. MultiBoost with B12 has no withholding periods or export slaughter interval when used in accordance with the label directions. The minimum retreatment interval is 8 weeks, but the frequency of retreatment will depend on the nutrient status of your herd. Always ask your veterinarian or animal health advisor for advice before commencing a supplementation program. It's particularly important to determine the selenium and copper status of your cattle before use. Do not administer if cattle have adequate blood selenium levels or if they are receiving selenium from other sources such as licks, intraruminal pellets, drenches or top dress pastures. Likewise, do not administer MultiBoost with B12 unless copper deficiency has been confirmed or if cattle are suffering from jaundice or other liver disorders such as liver fluke. When you're finished, dispose of the container by wrapping with paper and putting in the garbage. Discarded needles should be placed in a designated and appropriately labelled sharps container. Store any unused product in the original closed container and place in a dry place away from light and below 25 degrees Celsius. Do not freeze. Any unused product should be discarded 9 months after opening. Okay, thanks for listening. If you'd like to know more about mineral supplementation or using MultiBoost with B12, please contact your nearest Elanco representative.